Hello, my name is Nick from 31 Film Talk, and we're doing a unboxing and review of the new Bruce Lee Blu-rays. Let's check them out. And here they are, fresh out of the box. You've got Bruce Lee's first major starring film, The Big Boss, aka Fists of Fury, and Fist of Fury, aka The Chinese Connection. Fist of Fury and Chinese Connection were the international titles given to these films, not the original titles of the films. Both of these Blu-rays were released by Shout Factory, and they are hailed as new 4K scans and restorations from the original negative. Both of them are. So these are, I believe, the third time these two specific movies have been released on Blu-ray. And from what I hear, the transfer of the old ones were not very good. So let's check these out. Let's get them out of the wrap and check out the packaging. Okay, so got them out of the wraps, and let's open them up and take a look. Okay, so we got disc art, which is very cool. It's a screenshot from the film. We got a little pack in here. And then cool thing about these Blu-rays is they do have a reversible cover, which we are going to reverse because the reversible covers are the original posters and the original title of the film, and I'm much more of a fan of that. And let's check out this one. Okay, we got more disc art, which is always very good to see. That's a good sign of quality where there's actually some legitimate disc art. We got another pack in, same one. And reversible art. So let's reverse the art on these so they're more closely looking like the original versions of this movie. And there we go. Here they are in their original covers, which is really neat to see. I'm not sure if I remember them being both that reddish orangey color, but either way, very cool to see. And you got the original titles right there, The Big Boss and Fist of Fury. So that's really cool to see. The backs are still the same. So really cool to see. Really like the reversible art. That was a very smart idea. So let's take a look at some of the special features we got here. This is for The Big Boss, aka Fists of Fury. We have new audio commentary with Asian film expert Brandon Bentley. Audio commentary with Asian film expert Mike Leader. Includes a rare English dub track that was not used for its US release. Alternate title sequence, theatrical trailers, TV spots. Return to Pak Chong, The Big Boss Revisited. Bruce Lee, The Early Years. Interview with actor Tung Wei. Rare scene extensions, and still gallery. So that is a good amount of special features, if I do say so myself. Let's check out Fist of Fury, aka The Chinese Connection. We have audio commentary with Asian film expert Mike Leader, alternate title sequence, alternate ending, Remembering Fist of Fury, interview with actor and stuntman Yuan Hua, theatrical trailers, TV spots, and still gallery. Not quite as many special features as the first one, but still a good and welcome amount. So last thing to do now is let's pop them in and see how the picture quality is, because I think that's something a lot of people really want to see, including myself. So scanning through the film, I kind of stopped on this shot because I think it's a very good example. Overall, the film does look a lot clearer than the other Blu-ray releases that I've seen, which I don't own, but I have seen the screenshots of them, and they do look very just grainy and blurry and just not very clear. So this shot right here I think is a very good example, although I am pointing a camera at the TV, so the lighting is a little off because of that, but still I can still point some examples here. Overall, the movie looks much cleaner than those other films, but it's not crystal clear. Let me get that perfectly clear out there. Shots like this where it's very well lit, at least some parts of it, you can definitely tell that the well-lit parts of the movie look a lot clearer, and you can see it on this actress right here. She looks very just clean. You can see her, you can see some of the detail on her clothing. You can see the shadows on the guy in the middle, and then the right, Bruce Lee, like you can tell there's a lot more light hitting his face compared to, say, his chest or even his back arm or the rest of his body. And then, so even like right here where this post is, where the light is hitting it a lot, it looks very clean. Now when you look back over here where there's a lot of just black and darkness, you can see some grain. Now this film is, yes, old, and it was filmed on a very low budget. This was Bruce Lee's first major starring film. It wasn't meant to be like, they didn't put a lot of money into it. It wasn't a giant big blockbuster or nothing. So it's gonna have some of that grain, and it's gonna look a little unpolished. And I just want to say, for overall though, the film looks good. It has that grain, but I think it adds to it being, an older film. Plus it just kind of shows what kind of budget constraints they used on this film. So my overall impression is, I think the film looks pretty good looking. It's not crystal clear. It's a little grainy, but the lighting, those well-lit shots look very good. Okay, now I just wanted to go back to the menu and just really highlight what kind of stuff we have here. So the menu is basically, it's got scenes from the movie playing, and it's got the theme song, which is really cool to see. Now, something I wanted to highlight, besides the bonus features, like I said, are the audio options. You get a lot of options, actually. I did not realize you were getting this. You have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 audio options. 2 of them are commentary. And then, like I read on the back of the box, here are all the bonus features. Alright, and here is the main menu for the Chinese Connection Blu-ray. Here are your audio options for this film. Not quite as many, but still there's a good amount, which is very nice to see. Alright, so here is a pause I've done from towards the end of the film, and I just want to accentuate the picture quality. So overall, I think the picture quality is a little bit better than the first film we looked at, Big Boss, aka Fist of Fury. But again, it's clear, but it's not crystal clear. But it's definitely very well done, though. Again, the lighting, everything that is well lit looks very clear. The shadows, like say in the back in the sky here, the dark parts, the black, has grain to it. But again, it's an older film. But I'm glad that this movie does look better than the last film we looked at, because this movie did have a higher budget, and they did put a lot more care into it because Bruce Lee was a hit after the first movie. So they put a lot more money and care into this film, and I think it shows at least a little bit in the picture quality of this print. And I saw some other scenes too where the close-ups were like, right in your face, and there's definitely clarity and you can see some detail there. Again, it is not crystal clear, but it is clear. There's definitely no like fuzziness to it, or any of the well lit stuff is not blurry or grainy or anything. Everything that's well lit looks good. So overall, this movie looks better than the first film, but not as good as, or I'm sorry, it looks good, it looks better than the first film, and it doesn't look as crystal clear as it can possibly look, but it's definitely clear and very watchable. So that is my review of these 2 brand new Bruce Lee Blu-rays. Overall, I think I'm pretty happy with them. The picture quality looks good, I like all the special features, and I like all the audio options you get, and I definitely dig the packaging. And I know there's a lot of spine enthusiasts out there, so here's what the spines look when you reverse the covers. Let me show you with the original covers too. And there are the Shout Factory original artwork for these Blu-rays. There's the spines for those. And I also wanted to highlight too that both of these Blu-rays are boasted as the collector's edition, even though I think the other 2 Blu-rays were also advertised as a similar thing. So, but anyway, like I said, overall pretty happy with these Blu-ray releases. I'm glad I waited to get these. So hopefully we can get a release like these with Way of the Dragon, and then maybe a little hopeful thinking, but Game of Death and Game of Death 2, aka Tower of Death, even though they're one's an unfinished movie and one's not an actual Bruce Lee movie, it would still be cool to see them get releases like this. But definitely would love to see Way of the Dragon, get this kind of release, because personally that's probably my favorite Bruce Lee movie. And then Enter the Dragon, Shout Factory won't do that because Warner Brothers still tightly holds the rights to that film, and it is already out on Blu-ray anyway. So thank you for watching. If you like this review, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you think of these films and these Blu-ray releases, and let me know if you'd like to see me do more Blu-ray reviews like this. So thank you for watching, and I'll check you out next time. Unboxing and review of the new Bruce Lee. Oh my god, Bruce Lee. What is this, a Bruce Floytation?